Hey guys, we are doing Math 116 Exam 2 review. Let's do this thing. Problem number 3. Now, the value V of a machine, V, we're going to need to remember that, T years after it is purchased, T years, so we're just going to keep we're going to keep track of that. After it is purchased is given by V equals 10,000 over root T plus 1. Find the rate of depreciation. The rate of depreciation, that's usually going to be equivalent to a derivative when t equals 3. So we're going to need to remember that as well. So now, the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find the derivative of v. So in order to find the derivative of a vegan, we need to draw a v like that, and we need to draw a, not whatever I was about to draw there, and we're going to have v of t, right? Don't forget to dot your i's and cross your t's, kids. So we're going to make this a derivative. So we're going to throw that little apostrophe thingy over there. And we're going to have an equal sign over here. Just so we know that it's equal to something. Now, in order to find the derivative of v of t, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to split it up nice and soft like. So we're going to take 10,000. And never ever forget the comma because he's our friend. He's a nice guy. I like my commas, okay? And we're going to draw a multiplication sign. Easiest sign to draw in the whole friggin' world. Love it. Very easy to do. And then we're going to have d over d of t. Now, I'm going to cheat a little because I cannot type for crap. So what we're going to do is we're going to have d, apparently with the caps lock, we're going to have d over d of t. Now, that's the derivative in respect to t. There we go. Totally did not cheat right there. None of you saw that. I haven't been having problems drawing d's all day at all. I actually needed to draw d's. But yeah, what we're going to have next is we're going to have a set of parentheses, and we're going to have 1 over, that is 1 on top of the line thingy like that, the square root of t plus 1. And I may have just doomed myself making this really small to drop a stupid box in. And we're going to have t plus 1. Got a little lag, actually. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be having right now. So the next step is going to be to simplify that even further. So what we're going to need to do that is we're going to need to draw another happy little equal sign over here. We're going to draw an equal sign, and it's going to look a little like this. Yeah, that's kind of how an equal sign looks, a little lopsided, but it's not important in the grand scheme of things. What we need to do is we need to keep that 10,000 nice and safe by himself. And we're going to leave out Mr. Comma because he's been a bad comma, and I don't want to have to draw another comma. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do another one of those happy little multiplication signs that we all love so much because they're so easy to do. And we're going to have a line like this for line-related reasons, and it's going to be negative derivative of t, or negative derivative of, cheating time, guys, d over d of t. So that's going to be derivative in respect to t. And I'm working between the bezels of monitors. Just realize that. It's not important, though, guys. What is important is that we learn all of the things. Now, the next step is going to be to take that original bottom, which is going to be square root of t plus 1. So we need to remember that there is definitely 100% a square root of t plus 1. T's are easier to draw than d's. It's an indisputable science-proven fact that t plus 1 is easier to draw than derivative of in respect to t. Except for when you do not know how to friggin' click. Okay, yes, now that number is going to be over t plus 1 for reasons, okay? We're going to have t, but it's going to be plus 1. My first one went a little like that. Now we're going to simplify it even further. We're going to have another equal sign. Oh my gosh, that equal sign is freaking perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to end up with a massive friggin' line. So just prepare yourselves for the massiveness that is this line. Okay, good enough. But yeah, we're going to have negative 10,000. So we're going to have negative 0, another 0, another 0, and another 0. Okay, so now we have our negative 10,000, but that's going to be multiplied by 1 over 2 times square root of t plus 1. So we're multiplying it by 1 over, and then it's going to be 2 times square root of t plus 1. So we're going to have 2 times the square root of t plus 1. So there we go. Now we've got that. But we're going to need to multiply it by the derivative in respect to t multiplied by t plus 1. So we're going to have another little multiplication sign that we all love so much. So easy to do. And we're going to have even another cheating instance from me in which I place a d up there and then a dt down here. And then another perfectly straight line, because I can draw those. And what we're going to do next is we're going to, I forgot where I was. Let me just quickly, yeah, t plus 1. Okay, so we're going to have another perfect friggin' parentheses up here. Ready for this? And again, kids, don't forget to cross your freaking T's. I hate T's. Such a tease. So we end up with t plus 1, right? On the bottom, of course. So we're going to have that t plus 1. We're just going to make it friggin' big, because I've run out of space here. We're going to have the 1 over there. We're going to have a big plus sign in the middle, because I totally ship t and 1 so hard. Now, we can simplify this so much more right now. We're just going to draw a big line right here so we know not to do any of the things with that. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to draw a big equal sign right here. Brand new page, hopefully not under a sign. Now, the easiest way to simplify this is to simplify it straight across so that we end up with negative 5,000 times 1, which is going to be negative 5,000. Right? And that's going to be on the top of this giant fraction right here. We're going to end up with a big solid 5 right there. And it's going to have 3 zeros behind it because all the 5s call all the zeros. So now you've got your negative 5,000, but that's going to be over t plus 1 raised to the 3 halves because we had the t's back there. And this entire thing is going to need to be in parentheses. Now keep in mind that 3 halves right there is actually smaller than it is, so we're going to need to change that really quickly. Okay guys, so we fixed that. We've got t plus 1 raised to the 3 halves or something like that. Yeah. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to plug the 3 we saw earlier, the one right over here, we're going to plug that straight in as a t. And that's good news for Mr. T, because that means he can take off work now. So we're going to do this on a new piece of paper. The easiest way to make a new piece of paper is to just make the previous one just disappear off the face of the earth. Now, what we're going to have is we're going to have v of 3, not v equals anything. What we're going to have is we're going to definitely 100% have v first parenthesis 3. Boom. Now we have v of 3, but we don't want v of 3. We want v's derivative of 3. Now that's going to be equal to something. Hopefully, unless the whole thing is for naught. But trust me, I've gone through this. It is definitely not for naught. It is exciting as they come. So we're going to have a negative sign right here. Boom. Happy negative sign. Let's stretch a friggin' fraction across there. And we're going to have a 5,000 up on top. It's just going to be a 5 with a 0 and another 0. Just one more 0. Now 5,000 waifu, Mr. Comma, is here, and he's here to stay. So now we're going to take that, and we're going to put it over, what was it, t plus 1? Yeah, we're going to put it over t plus 1. We'll get to plug it in 3 in a second. We're going to have t plus 1. So much getting cut out of this. 1. And it's going to be raised to the 3 halves. Now let's see if I can do it right this time. We're going to have a 3. Oh, that's the ugliest 3. And we're going to have 3 over 2. So now that we've got that, the easiest thing to do right now at this point in time, what we've got wrong here is we've got a happy t. Now, you never want your t's to ever be happy. You want them to be 3s. So we're just going to turn that t into a 3 because it's the cannibalistic and correct thing to do. So now that we've got 3 plus 1 raised to the 3 halves under 5,000, we can simplify it even further in the same spot because really there's no point in drawing out an entire thing just to say 4. So we're just going to, say 4 here because it's 4 and it looks kind of like that. It's 4 for tails on your 4s. So yeah, now we've got our 4 raised to the 3 halves. Now, I'm not a monster. We're gonna simplify that. So we're gonna have a negative, and we're going to stretch a massive thingy over there. Now we're gonna have 5,000 up on top, 5, and then a 1 0, and his BFF 0 number 2, and then even a third 0. But Mr. Comma is gonna be gone this time because I don't want to draw him. So that wasn't supposed to happen. No one saw that. So 4 raised to the 3 halves is 8, which is basically a sideways infinity, not the other way around. And infinity is not a sideways 8. 8 is a sideways infinity. Look through history, it's a true science fact. So now, negative 5,000 over 8 is going to equal a negative number, which is, crap, what is 5,000 over 8? Crap, what the heck is 5,000 over 8 is a 5, 1, 2, 3, over 8, 8? Yeah, 8, 5,000 over 8, there we go. 625, yeah, sounds good, I came up with that number all by myself. Okay, so it's going to be 625, but that's going to be negative because of reasons. So we're going to have a big happy 6, and then we're going to have a 2 and a 5, there we go. So now we've got our negative 625, and it makes sense that we do in fact have that negative right there because it is depreciation. And depreciation is going to be loss in value. So we are losing $625 per year on this item, which for the machinery they're talking about makes sense. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put that in a sentence format. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to say, the rate of depreciation at t equals 3, so we're going to put the rate of deprec at t is equal to 3 is, there are no t's here, at t, there we go, t equals 3 is $625. That is a marginally alright amount of money per year. Per annum? Nah, let's go with year. That's the instance given to us. And you're gonna want to make it in an obnoxious color like blue. And then just so that the teacher can see it, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to make it nice and big on the paper so that she can definitely make out what you're trying to say. And you can just put it right there across the question. The rate of depreciation, t equals 3, is equal to $625 per year. Indisputable science fact. That's the answer. And, yeah, I should probably, I kind of want to do this for my channel now. I mean, I'll be able to put an intro and be like, what? Hey guys!